look in the nest. And I've been watching as she rearranges the eggs, and then as an egg hatched, and then the next day they were 4 babies hatched, and now here we are about day 14, and the nest is empty. And I went out there and I was like, okay, it's empty. I'm very happy for them. And then I looked up, and right maybe a foot above the nest in the tree are all 4 baby birds perched, just learning to use their legs and probably pretending, or like starting to stretch their wings out, I'm guessing. But I went over to Peter and like got tears in my eyes, and I was like, babe, guess what? And I don't know, I think it's been like a unique, special blessing for me to be able to watch this precious little life come about. And I think it's just something that I never would have seen, because it would be too high up in the tree or whatever it is. It's just perfectly right there. And I love it. I love the simplicity of it. I love that mama bird knows exactly what to do, and I do absolutely nothing, but there they are, 4 little birds. And anyway, I guess in the chaos of this world, in whatever chaos is going on in my life or your life, in my mind or your mind, big things, little things, all the things that crowd our minds, I walked out there. Like this morning, I was on the phone with the neurologist, I was on the patient portal, whatever, online, trying to figure out test results and all of this, and doing all my therapy and like just all the things that fill our days. And I go out there, and the little birds went out of the nest, and it was just a simple, awesome moment, and it brought tears to my eyes. And I'm happy and I'm thankful that I got to have those little birdies. Oh, I'm just so happy. There it is. Okay, let me see if I can zoom in for you. Hold on. Okay, so it's this tree. Now let me see. Are you guys able to see that? Yeah, I think so. There's a bird right there. And then around the other side, there are a few more. We will insert a few pictures here that I took while I was out there, but there they are. This might be the last time we see them if they fly away, which I'm happy about. I'm sure those of you with children understand this much more than I do. I'm happy.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the vlog. We got Isaiah back. Look who it is. We are in the country.
We are.
Yeah, as if you couldn't tell from the intro. So this is my mom and stepdad's house in Elizabeth City, North Carolina. Isn't it quaint? So this is my mom. For those of you that don't know her.
Hey! Hey!
This is her shed, and this is my youngest brother, Sean. A lot of y'all have never seen him before, so we haven't seen you in how long? It's been a little while. 2 years? 2 years? 2 years.
Yeah, because Reed will be 4.
Haven't seen Sean in 2 years. You haven't changed in 2 years. That make you feel good since you're 31 now? Okay, good.
As long as I still get carded,
we haven't seen you since you're in your 20s, so. Sean's a 5th grade teacher. Gonna be a 6th grade teacher.
Gonna be a 6th grade, yeah.
Gonna be a 6th grade teacher. He graduated 5th grade, so now he's going up to 6th grade. And he's also quite the carpenter. So he's helping out my parents with replacing some siding on their shed and stuff like that. So Sean is married. He has 2 little boys, and one of them I've actually never met. We've never met him because he's 2 years old. We haven't seen him in 2 years. So super excited about that, to meet my nephew one of my nephews for the first time, and then see the other one. And you know, little kid B-roll is always the cutest thing ever. So stoked. We're just gonna be enjoying the country life for a few days, and glad to have you guys with us. I'm really excited. So this is like home for me. This is where I went to high school, where I spent my teenage years, my old stomping grounds. I got in a lot of trouble here, right, Mom?
I was going to say trouble. I was going to say you've gotten a lot of trouble.
I got in a lot of trouble here. That's what you do.
That's a good thing.
That's what
right?
you do. Yeah, life lessons. Life lessons learned.
That's right.
Abigail was exhausted from the long drive, so she took a nap, huh, kiddo?
She's acting nervous.
Yeah.
It's a new place.
You wanna go see the chickens? Look at the chickens over there. Come on. So I figured later on we would take you guys on a little tour of just, you know, early Moss family. The hospital Abigail was born in, the house that we brought her home to. Isaiah will probably vaguely remember that house.
She doesn't want
You
to.
think you'll remember Ferry Road?
I think I'll remember it a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, you were like 3 in that house. That's when you and Abby shared a room when you were itty bitty. We'll show you the church that we got married at, where our love story began. What do you think, Ab? What do you think of those chickens? Isn't that cool? Do you like the chickens? You know, they make those eggs that you love so much. That's where those
Hello
come.
everyone. I am back and I'm vlogging today, right now, for today, tomorrow, whatever. But anyway, yeah, what are you guys up to? We just finished dinner not too long ago. Had a really good salad for lunch. That was really good. It had chicken on it, and it was really good. And I ordered something online for someone, which probably should have just shipped it to their house, because we'll see. But hopefully that gets here soon. And what else? My grandma came over for a little bit, and Hope actually did really, really well with my grandmother. What was kind of funny was that I was trying to keep Hope off of my grandmother or like away from her, and she was like, oh, you know, she's warming up to the dog a little bit more, so she wanted to pet her and stuff, which was nice. She had a vet appointment today, and apparently she now weighs 18.7 pounds, and the vet thinks she's going to double that, which should be around 40 pounds, which honestly is the size of, we had a dog named Oliver when I was like, he died when I was like 16, when I was 16, and he was about 40 to 45 pounds, and he was a very decent sized dog. He was like medium size, which I think that'll be good for her to be, because, you know, I'm not as tall of a person, and, you know, if I'm looking to control a dog, you know, you never know what would happen with a dog, whether it's, you know, trained or not. You never know if they could pull you over one day, or, you know, something like that. I mean, God willing, she'd never do that, because spending money and time and effort training her. We didn't train today because she had some vaccines and she was tired, which is normal for dogs to do. Actually, she's on a walk now. She had dinner. She ate really well. And yeah, unfortunately, I couldn't go to the vet this time because my my appointment coincided with hers, and yeah, but that's okay. The vet account is under my mom's name anyways, and then we needed to get another heart guard thing, or whatever, that chewy treat that protects their heart from worms or something, which we got that. And yeah, what else? Basically, we're just waiting for our PetSmart graduation on Sunday. We're trying to practice some of the things. I mean, they don't like fail you if you don't do anything, but you know, trying to just practice some of the things. It's just, she looks decently acceptable, hopefully. I mean, that's not like world class, public access training or anything, so. But it's a start, and she did really well, and, it was my first time doing anything like that. Like, I mean, yes, I've had dogs, but I've never been, like, so hands-on as I am now, or at least trying to be. I don't know if I'm doing a good job or not, but we'll see. And then we have the meeting with the trainer next week for a different trainer next week for an evaluation, because he does different classes. Like, he does puppy, intermediate, different things. Like, each class works on different things, and then he also does private training. So if based on what he says, then we will go from there. He, I think, is gonna temperament test her again, which is kind of nerve-wracking to me, because I'll be honest with you, if she does not have the temperament to be a service dog, I do not have money or the sanity or the emotion to have a fourth dog. Like, I would just need to put the whole service dog thing on a back burner, because, like, there's no way that I would, rehome her or anything. I would just wait it out until one of my other dogs, either goes, or, just a long time, because I can't do it. You know what I mean? Like, and not even just the amount of dogs, but it's just expensive too, like, just, that's a lot. But I'm hoping that she will, because literally, I mean, I know that, nobody else in her puppy class that I know of is doing service dog training, but just compared to them, like, that's just what I'm going off of, because she is a puppy, she is probably one of the quietest dogs I've ever seen. She doesn't bark when my dogs are barking, my pet dogs are barking. Like, she's not a barker, and I have been working with her not to bark, but, like, even before, she never really made any noise or anything, which I'm not saying that that's the only way that somebody can be a service dog, obviously, but that's a big deal. Like, they're not supposed to, you know what I mean? Like, they're not supposed to bark. And, when we hung out with Cassidy and Sonoma, she did great. Like, she wasn't, like, people aggressive. She, went up right to Cassidy and sat in her lap, and then she was with Cassidy's mom, and then my mom, and, she's kind of, she's not scared of the chair or anything, and, it was even interesting. I mean, I know, like, my brother's dog has never been around a wheelchair before, at least I don't think so, but he was a little timid of the chair, but she, she goes right up to it. She was underneath it, like, the first day I had her, and I have the picture to, if you scroll back to my Instagram, and, so I'm hoping that all those things, like, combined would give her some good things. And, like, we spoke with the breeder who, we specifically said, well, we would like this dog for the intention of service work. And I don't know, because, I don't think she would have given us this dog if it wouldn't have worked out. You know what I mean? Because she has placed service dogs in the past. That's why I went with her. And, I know Golden Doodles are good temperament too, because I have a couple of friends who have them as service dogs also. So we'll just have to see. I think it's more of my anxiety about it, but I just need to put more faith in my dog. Because, even if she's not, quote, allowed to go into public because of certain things or whatever, that doesn't mean that she's not helped to me, like, psychologically. I mean, right now she adds a little bit of stress into my life because of the chewing and the potty training still, which we're still working on. It's better, but we're still working on it 16 weeks later. Well, technically 2 months later, but it's okay. We'll get there. But she's very sweet, She sleeps in my room with me. I've been sleeping better with her in there. Just to see her, like, do things new every day is nice, because every day she gets a little bit more mature and a little bit more mature, to be able to do things, and that's really nice. So again, like I said the other day, whatever will be, and I'm just gonna go with the flow, because, like, there's literally nothing you can do. Like, it is what it is. And I even said to my mom, I said, well, what do you think if he says that she can't do service work because of XYZ? And she was like, well, maybe if we take a class with him and then test her again and see if she gets better. You know what I mean? Like, if it's something simple, like a behavior or, something, maybe we can train through it. You know what I mean? I don't know, because I've never had, like, a one-on-one evaluation. I've met with trainers, yes, but I've never given them a dog and been like, hey, what can you do? You know what I mean? Or, like, do you see any potential? Which, I mean, I don't know. I think it's more my anxiety about it, because, like, if it were to not happen, then I don't know, like, what I'm saying that, hey, whatever will be, but I'll probably be a little bit sad, but, like, you know what I mean? It's fine, People go through probably a couple dogs before they might find the right one. It just depends. It depends on a lot of things. But for right now, she's pretty obedient. She does 99% of what I ask her to do. So, and she, she sleeps through the night in her crate, and, like, that's not an issue. She gets along well with other dogs. She gets along well with people. She gets along with older people. She hasn't been around any babies yet, which I probably should have done, but I don't know any babies. So we'll just see how it goes, I don't know. I think it's just that, like, I would afraid that I would be judged. Like, it'd be like, oh, well, you didn't do this. So, like, she can't do that or whatever, you know what I mean? Just a lot.